Now we come to what is many people's favourite class of the weekend, the modern classics class. All of these bikes have to be at least 20 years old, and some of them are considerably more, but they're out there doing what they were designed to do, and that is racing. So as the riders take to the line, 355, the 24-year-old Yamaha OW-01 of Mark S. What a fabulous looking machine that is. And look at it, it's pristine and ready to do the business. As is the 996 Ducati there of Neil Appleby, the number 70. And listen to the purring noise of that V-twin. And coming to the line, no, it's not Kevin Swans, it is Chris Matthews on a 750 Suzuki, number 34. Another iconic machine. So we're getting to really lots of different classes right the way through the field there, which we'll come to during the course of the race. So many different capacities and sizes of the machines all together. And off they go for the first time, front wheels paw in the air. And listen to the sound of those bikes. We've got everything out there from 4 cylinders to 2 cylinders. A real mixture of capacities, 400s, 750s, the lot all mixed in together. As they peel into the corner, somewhat gently, some of those, it has to be said, and compared to some of the modern stuff. But as we say, these bikes out there are real. It's no exhibition, this race. Don't think it is, because these bikes, it's serious racing for sure. But all at least 20 years old. And it is the OW-01 Yamaha of Mark S that leads. And something that strikes me is the size of some of these machines. They are very wide if you have a look, compared with the svelte modern machines that we have out there. So coming round on the first lap, Mark S it is from Chris Matthews on that 750 Suzuki, with the iconic number 34 of Kevin Swan. Swan's, of course, who was recently riding his old 500 two-stroke Suzuki at the Goodwood Festival of Speed and was absolutely mobbed by spectators for the whole weekend. 21 going through, that is Stuart Bayliss on the Aprilia Mille on the red machine, but here they come. And it's the big, wide OW-01, the 750 Yamaha with the red plate, 355 Mark S, who leads across the line. Listen to that, Milles, Ducatis, Suzukis, all out there. Into the turns they come, round into Park Turn, before they move then into Chris Curve, and then head off down towards the gooseneck on that long, long right-handed bend. Still blazingly hot out there for the riders. Number 70's right up there as well. The other man, Neil Appleby, who was on the front row, don't forget, on the 996 Ducati. Number 10 going through, Matt Lobb on a Suzuki GSX-R 1000, riding in the Megabike class. But the Ducati it is who's into second and making a bid for the lead there. Neil Appleby, I beg his pardon, looking to move up the inside of Mark S. Up over the mountain they go. Let's see, did he make it? Not quite, but he's right on the back wheel. But look at those three. Just an absolute tissue paper you could put between those two. That's the gap between 1, 2 and 3 as they complete the lap, go round that final turn, round barn turn, before they head across the finish line. Let's see who's going to cross the line. Coming down, will it be Mark S? Will it be Neil Appleby? It's the Suzuki, it is. In fact, it's Chris Matthews on the 750 Suzuki who's got his way through to the front. That 34 on the big machine, the 750 Suzuki with the great big SRAD tailpipe, the tail unit there, massive great Suzuki rear end that was distinctive with the machines there. There he is, 34. Suzuki leads Yamaha on 355, Mark S. And there is the Ducati. And listen to the sound of that 996. 169, Robert Barton going through on a GSX-R 600, riding in the Super Sport class, which is just one of 5 classes of machines out there on circuit altogether. We've got Superbike, Super Sport, Megabike, Maxi Twin, and finally Formula 400 out there. The real screaming, revvy little machines out there, all on circuit together. Up over the mountain they go one more time. Neil Appleby pressing Mark S really hard, but at the front, Chris Matthews starting to break away. 2.5 seconds quicker than anybody in qualifying, so it's no surprise now he's hit the front that he is starting to stretch away in that lead. As Mark Beadle goes through Hall Bends on the R6 Yamaha, riding in the Super Sport class. But down they come, out of Barn, across the finish line into Coppice, and the Suzuki starting to stretch away now, absolutely screaming. Don't forget, 750, that was the limit for 4-cylinder machines in World Superbike against the 1000cc twins. That was in the 90s and early 2000s, before they evened things up a little bit and allowed 1000cc 4s in. So the 750s ruled the day then. So 750 first in the hands of Chris Matthews, 750 second with Mark S, and then the 1000cc V-twin of Neil Appleby. So some of our rookie class riders there out gaining experience. Kawasaki going through there in the 600 class. But look at the front, look at the gap, a long look over his shoulder, and you can see the gap extending. Chris Matthews on the 34, but a lot of pressure. Mark S making that Yamaha as wide as possible so that Neil Appleby doesn't get the chance to sneak past on the far more nimble 996 Ducati, don't forget. So the Ducati using all of the low-down torque and grunt that the V-twin gets as they come out of these tight bends. Now this is where it's going to be good. As Chris Matthews crosses the line, we look farther up the line. The yellow last lap flag goes out. There goes Chris Matthews, but it's second place we're checking at the moment, as the rest of the field power their way across the line for the last time in this fantastic modern classic class. As we say, many people's favourite because of the iconic machines out there and the mix of machines. But a stunning victory, over 5 seconds in front now for Chris Matthews. And we're checking back to see who's going to be in second place. 173, that was Robert Eadling on a Suzuki 1000. There is a 750 Suzuki leading the pack, and look at the gap. That's what 5 seconds look like. But the second place is still going. Mark S hanging in there at the moment, but Neil Appleby is going to have to do something dramatic now as we come into the final few turns through the chicane. They go, and then up over the mountain for the last time. Chris Matthews, plenty of time to showboat if he wants to as he goes up over the mountain, and he does just that with a huge, great wheelie celebration. But we're looking back. Is it going to be the Yamaha? Is it going to be the Ducati in second? Things getting very, very tight, with everything under control at the front for that man as he cruises across the line and looking to take his victory. There he goes. Chris Matthews takes victory in the modern classic class on the number 34, but second, who is it going to be as they come across? And celebration there from Mark S on the number 355. Don't forget the 24-year-old Yamaha OW-01 did hang on to second, just from Neil Appleby on the 996 Ducati. So another brilliant day's racing from these elderly bikes, and being ridden by some, well, not quite so elderly gentlemen out there. Victory to Chris Matthews by 5.6 seconds from Mark S in second and Neil Appleby in third.